Hello and welcome to another episode of Euro Truck Simulator. Right, driver Irina has just leveled up. Right, I have just slept, that's why that's just happened. Let's just take a quick look at Irina, see how she's doing now. Yes, she's reached the second level of distance. Fantastic. Right, time to find a job. Freight market is the one we want. Ideally, we'd like to hit anywhere kind of more Eastern Europe or Southeast Europe, shall we say now. That would have been a perfect job if it wasn't a 3-star, a 3 triangle. Nice. That's not too bad. Let's just keep looking. Whoa. Geez, that's a hell of a job. Copenhagen, still slightly too far on. No, that's too short. Frankfurt, no. 187. It's going the opposite direction though. Wow, so it's done us once again with not so great jobs. That's too much. That's a decent sized job, but kind of the wrong direction. That is the best job we've got to do. We're going to have to do that one then, and it's going to take us into Munich. So this is probably going to be a slightly longer episode. So we're going to go from Apol to Munich. 450 miles. So hopefully the pickup is not too far, because we really need to make a move with that one. I say that while actually not moving. Yeah, I just felt my phone just starting to slide out of my pocket, so I thought I best just put that on my desk. But yeah, I went into this little service centre. We had a little mini service. Not that it even looks like we've had a service. It's still red on my little icon.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Right, third exit. So that is number 1. That is number 2, and this is number 3. But yeah, massive shout out to everybody who watched the last video. To be fair, a massive shout out to everybody who watches the videos in general. But you know, I kind of just like to mention the previous one.
At the roundabout,
yeah, massive shout out to everybody who watched it. I do massively appreciate everybody who watches the videos. So I was just making sure I was gonna go the right way there. Let's get down here. So we've got 11 miles to pick up. Then we've got the journey itself. So that's fine. Yeah. 50 XP for 62 mile of free roaming. I haven't just driven 62 mile. Insane. Yeah, once again guys, you'll have to forgive the hay fever suffering. I am once again suffering. It's not like there's a magical cure for the year. It's a daily thing I suffer with. There's one thing though guys, I tell you how bad it is today. It's just gone 7:30 in the morning. And then I'm recording an hour early. Now I could have had the medication. Well, I already had the medication. I thought to myself, well, I could have recorded it like 8:30 my normal time and an hour for the medication. But the wife, I think somebody broke the wife. She's not sleeping as much. And yeah, if she's not sleeping as much, I can't. How do I know when this is on a green? Oh, up there. Yeah, somebody broke the wife. Yeah, she's not sleeping as much, and if she's not sleeping as much, it means she's pestering. I do like that. You do love a little screenshot being stuck in traffic. Yeah, she was up yesterday well early. I only got half my farming roleplay series episode recorded yesterday. Normally I like to try and record in a day and then spend like the next day editing it. I only managed to get half it done. She was up over 2 hours earlier than normal. That is not my wife. My wife likes to sleep. But apparently yesterday she's like, oh, I'd had enough. Pardon? Where is the real dragon lady? Oh, let me just do something. Let me just pull into there, make that yellow. I'm passing. So yeah, she'd had enough sleep apparently. My wife had enough sleep. Now my wife could sleep for England.
Turn right.
Or used to. Now apparently she's had enough.
You have arrived at your destination.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've had enough of you getting up early and it's only happened once. Oh, I feel so mean saying that, but it's so true. But I never did do the clutch thing. Never did the clutch. Right, so we've got to go this way round the back. So it's somewhere around here. Oh, there she is. So we are making room. What we're doing? Broken glass. No. Why would we be moving broken glass? It's a fragile cargo, so we must be moving sheets of glass.
Drive safe.
Before I do that, just need 1 second, guys. As you can imagine, for this journey today. I'll tell you what I should do. I should load up the YouTube music and just let it play through the place. But I don't know if it actually automatically moves to the next song. That's the downside. It's something I need to test. But I did get quite a scary email yesterday. My epidemic music for the farming channel is running out in 2 weeks' time. And no, 28 days. 28 days, so yeah, 4 weeks. So it runs out in like a month. That's quite a scary thought, to be honest, guys, because I do use music a lot on the farm channel. Now I haven't on the latest episodes, but that's more because I've been starting new series and things like that. But
turn left.
Yeah, that's last year I got it at 50% off. This year I've got to pay full price. That is a lot of money every month to pay. I don't make the money each month to cover it. Now I do have a couple of patrons and a YouTube member over on the farm channel, which is fantastic. I massively appreciate the support. I always get my top priority to those guys and girl, and yeah, that basically just about covers the music for that one channel. Once I finish paying my recording software, because like I've explained before, I have myself a little credit card and I don't like debt, I really don't, but I've always come to the conclusion that if I have a way of paying for streaming stuff, and in that way I can use the support money that I've been given in the past to pay those things off. That is the easiest and most logical way. I couldn't justify spending a large amount of money on something if I weren't getting, you know, like something small back. Like the farming channel makes me about 20 quid a month, so that should just, once my DaVinci Studio license is paid for, that, you know, that'll cover the music on that channel, which is fantastic. It's just getting the DaVinci, but yeah, that's how I've always done it. I've always done it. Like, I won't buy something unless I'm, you know, I know you've got to have that saying of you've got to spend money to make money, and that is, to be honest, completely true. The only time I don't do it like that is if I want a PC upgrade. Like, I'd love the new i9 processor. Is it the 3900K? I would love that, and to be honest, there's several reasons I would love that. Now, I play and game on a 4K monitor, but my other two monitors are actually only 1080s. They are literally £80 I'm talking 4 years old, £80, 60 hertz basic monitors. I've had them 4 years, still work, brilliant, absolutely fantastic. But I would love to be able to get another 2 4K monitors, you know, even if they're just 60 hertz, you know, just to match up the resolution. It's always better to match up your resolutions.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
Because I do have the odd little window issue, shall we say,
Exit now.
with having slightly, with having such big differences in resolutions. It'd be nice to get like a 4K 60 hertz, but you know, things like that. But if I currently have a 12700KF processor, so that means I've got no built-in graphics to the GPU, into the CPU, sorry. Now I would absolutely love to get a 13900, whatever the new flagship at Intel is. I've got a motherboard for it.
Now.
But like, I'd love to get that because, and I'd buy the K series or the KS, whichever one it is that has the built-in graphics. Because what it would do is it would take the load of one of the monitors, so I could have 2 monitors plugged in to my graphics card and 1 plugged into the CPU. So that's less work for the graphics card to do, which would be even better for 4K recording quality, in my eyes. Not that I really have any problems now I've replaced that hard drive. Have you all noticed since I replaced that hard drive?
At the roundabout,
Touch wood.
take the second exit.
No issues. So all that hunting and all that, and the one thing I didn't think it was what it was. It's insane. My hard drive told me it was fine, and yet it wasn't. But just because Crystal, is it Crystal Mark or Crystal Info? Whatever the hard drive software, checking software you can get on from Crystal, whatever they tell you, don't always believe it. They told me that my old SSD was perfectly fine and was 98%, so basically it was still in the excellent area, okay? And yet it was knackered.
Turn right.
Because the minute I replaced it, I've had no more problems. So yeah, it might have been excellent, but it was clearly having a speed issue for reading and writing because it wasn't writing the 4Ks. But yeah, as I was saying with the CPU, I'd love to get a bit of an upgrade, and I do believe it goes in my current one, so I do believe it goes in. I've got a 690Z motherboard, but it is only DDR4. I kind of screwed up, to be honest. I should have paid a little bit more, and I should have got the 690 on DDR5, but at the time I didn't know if, because I had another PC issue, because I used to run AMD. I had a 3900X, and long story short, yeah, that just, let me just slow down there. Yeah, I used to have a 3900X, and long story short, I had a bit of an issue, and I weren't sure. I tried a CPU and it turned out to be a motherboard. I thought, well, if I'm going to spend quite a bit of money on a motherboard, I might as well upgrade the CPU while I was at it. So hence why I went for a 12700. Now, the reason I went for a 12700 is with budget at the time. You know, at the time we were just, you know, because I had to buy a CPU and a motherboard. Like, I could buy a new motherboard now for DDR5, as long as the 12700 KF runs it, that's fine. I wasn't paying attention to the speed. If that makes sense, then you know what I mean, I could get away with doing it like that. Right, whenever we go in these checkpoints now, guys, I know some of them you can drive through them, like without stopping, but since we keep missing waypoints and, you know, like weigh-ins and stuff, I'm kind of gonna follow the checkpoints at the toll points, just in case we have to get weighed. I don't think we have to unless you're changing country, but I don't want to risk it. But yeah, as I was saying, it would just be nice to. DDR5 is the way we're going now. The RAM speed for DDR5 is fantastic. Now the thing is, my My RAM's 3600 as it is, but it's not like it's slow RAM.
Keep right, and then exit right.
But, you know, it's... You get DDR5, you know you're going to be good for the next few years, but...
Right.
You know, I don't know how long I'd continue to make videos for. I suppose at the end of the day, as long as I've got time to make them, and people are watching them, I'll make videos. Now, if real life changes, who knows?
Take the third exit.
Who knows?
Exit now.
I am. Yeah, I've only always ever spent the money I've kind of made through making videos, through live streaming at the time. But it was mainly like live streaming, you know, like you used to get like your Twitch bits and things like that. You know, you had your little sound effects where you'd pay like 10 to 50 bits or whatever you set it to. And, you know, you'd have, you'd do things like that. That's kind of how I did it, and that's why I started doing it that way. That way I weren't spending money that, you know, if I wanted an upgrade for a non-necessary upgrade, I can be like, well, I'm making that, like, that money, so to speak. That's how I see it. And if you don't make anything, say, I don't know, say nobody watches a video for the next month, you've only got a minimum payment to pay. Now I know it's not the right way to do it, but it's just another way of making sure you never overstretch yourself. I've seen it loads. Now I've been making content now for about 4 years, going back to Facebook. Started originally on Facebook because, to be honest, I used to really like Facebook for streaming. It was really good, but it was only good if you streamed a certain game. And at the time, I streamed Minecraft. And you know, when I say stream Minecraft, I'm saying, you know, I used to 12,000 views a video, so to speak. But Facebook changed their algorithm so it didn't work. Unless you were paying for adverts, you basically didn't get pushed anymore. So that's one of the reasons why we left. But when we started on Facebook originally, you know, so I've been around a while now making content, and it's amazing to see just how, you know, from the live stream point of view, how many people come in. I had people join my community that'd be your best friend for months, if not years, and then all of a sudden they'd start streaming, and you're thinking, you know, good for you, you know, I had no issues with that. But then they'd be wanting to share your link in your Discord when you know, I don't allow it. I've never have done. I've never allowed other people. The same as if anyone in my community, if I found they were sharing my link in someone else's Discord that didn't allow it, I'd be pissed. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of swearing. Do you know what I mean? I'd be really annoyed. You know, someone's got a Discord, they've got rules, you follow them. And it's not that I don't appreciate like other streamers or out like that. It's just this. My Discord is like my little personal space. It's my little corner of the content world, if that makes sense. Same as like the comment section in the videos. I don't. If anyone ever mentions another streamer, I always remove the comments because the other streamer might not like their name being mentioned on someone else's comment section or chats and stuff. Do you know what I mean? If that makes sense. Now to do with like, oh, you just removing it because you don't know. I don't like when people mention me in other people's comment section. I find it a little bit rude, you know. Like I'm in other people's Discords. You know what I mean? And when my roleplay series first went live, people were talking about it in another Discord, and I was like, guys, you know, this isn't my Discord. Can't be talking about this. You know what I mean? Now the guy whose Discord it was basically like, no, it's fine. I'm like, yeah, but this is your Discord. It's not right to be talking about my channel. You know what I mean? So, and I basically just took my... Now, they did carry on the conversation a little bit, but I kind of just stopped answering it because it wasn't my Discord, if that makes sense. You know, just a little bit of respect for the other people in the world. But as I was saying before, I've had all these people come and go, and they've all, you know, they've all gone to try and stream. But then when you're like, well, yeah, but I don't want you advertising in my little corner of the world. Oh, you'll be surprised how quickly they turn on you. You know, you're not helping me. And now you're like, dude, I'd literally help you set up your streaming software. And the first chance you found an excuse to have a go at me, you know what I mean? It's just not cool. People are so selfish. Just have a little bit of respect for your content. Now, if someone has a Discord and you can share your link, fair enough. Those Discords do exist. You know, that's fine. Yeah, crap. Oh, traffic lights. I thought there'd been an accident. Do you remember last time when we'd had an accident? I think the Dragon Lady joined me. There was like an accident, but the traffic wasn't fixing itself. So we kind of just had to make a little detour on the grass. But yeah, that's just how I've always seen it. I've got nothing against other content creators, other streamers. I just feel personally that I don't like my name mentioned in there, so I just remove other people. And you know, when people mention others in there, because they might feel the same way. They might feel like, yeah, you know, someone in my community, you know, is talking about me in your comment. You know, I just talk about their content, so to speak. You know what I mean? Bit of a long-winded conversation, that, but you know, just having a chit chat. It's going to be a longer episode today, guys, because well, we're halfway through what I would call normal. What I would like is record. I don't know why I say that anymore. Average recording for the trucking is about an hour now. It's just videos are taking that long to do, and being stuck in traffic is not helping the situation at all. Not remotely helping the situation. Come on. First gear, second gear. This is where I need to be in second gear and getting the foot down. But I can't get the foot down because the little Opel in front of us is driving me insane. The Opel Astra, or in England the Vauxhall Astra. Since the UK decides that Opel isn't a name, or Europe decided Vauxhall isn't a name. Come on, let's go, let's get the foot down a little bit. Yeah, we're not making good time on this job. No, we're gonna have to rest. We have time to rest, but this resting before we get there is really starting to grate on me a little bit. I can't believe we haven't left Poland yet. We're just coming up to the border now. We're only just coming up. Oh, come on. Yeah, I just feel at the moment jobs are just slowing us down. Like, this is the best job we could do today. We either did this job or we did a 150-mile job. That was it. Then again, with the way this job's going, we should have done the 150-mile job. We've done 100 and... I don't know, about 150 mile actually. Half the video gone. In 150 mile. Amazing how these jobs are just so delaying us at the moment. Like slow moving traffic, really slow speed limits, roadworks, border crossings, not highways, toll roads, you know what I mean? Like what?
Go straight on.
Like why did that other car come to a stop? That lorry was well turned and gone, and yet the brown car that's just in front of us, or the greyish car, just literally came to a complete stop for no reason, which then made us stop, or almost stop. But then now we're having that problem of getting up this hill. We know the Iveco's got good power, but it's not the best. It's medium power. Just over 500 brake horsepower, but if we were in the Scania with say 750 or the Volvo with 750, you wouldn't have a problem for these hills. Also, an automatic gearbox wouldn't go amiss because we'd go to 12 speed. But we can't do 12 speed because we've only got a H shifter that does 6, and I don't have a button on the... Yeah, I don't have a button on the gear stick, sorry, to actually like, you know, do up high and lows and stuff. So hence why we only use the 6-speed box. Like I say, I could go back to automatic all day long. I wouldn't really care, but it's nice just to do manual gears. It makes it a bit more realistic. And obviously the 6-speed is basically what we can get away with. As if this is 31 mile an hour. Time to put the foot down a little bit. So 6 hours 30 to deliver before we have to rest. But yeah, so we've got to make up at least an hour. At least an hour. So 40, so 50 mile an hour, so we can do 54 mile an hour. You've actually lost speed. Jesus Christ, as if we actually lost speed going up here. Yep, still losing speed up this hill. Doesn't look much of a hill, but it's enough for us to... Hang on a second. 22 ton and we're losing speed? Really? Seems a little bit weak. Well, it's 1:30. I want to try and get as far as I can on the delivery time. And the reason why, because there we go, 54 cruise control. Yeah, it's going to be a nighttime delivery again. By the time we get there, it's going to be night because we're going to have to sleep. So I want to try and sleep as late as possible, otherwise we're going to end up driving more and more in the night. We've had a few nighttime jobs lately. I'm hoping when we get to like Munich, we might be able to do some slightly more realistic like time jobs, you know, where we do one job without sleeping. Or without resting in this case. That would be the idea anyway. Now if it works out like that is a different question. If we can keep these extra 4 mile an hour, I was trying to get myself out of doing these extra, you know, these bits of speed, but I just want to try and make up some of this time. Otherwise it's going to be another hour-long episode. But we've still got 244 miles to go. Right, I couldn't think where we were on the mileage. 242. You know, we're making good time now. We're getting going. Just all the hills, they just absolutely crucify us. We lost 2 mile an hour. That's not even a hill. Well, I can't do 50 mile an hour around these bends. And then we're entering a town, so that's going to be about 30, I guess. Yeah. Now we're back to 30 mile an hour. There is a dealership to my left. Oh, this must be Prague. I've been here. Yeah, no, we're going on the road now. We've already been on.
At the roundabout, take the
Yeah,
first...
I know. First exit. Come on, traffic. Just push your way out. The roundabout. The whole point of a roundabout is you kind of push it. Is this car in the wrong lane or what? He's literally just taking the Michael.
Exit now.
Can't believe he just sat there for so long on an empty roundabout. This is what I hate about AI traffic. It's one of the reasons why I love Truckers MP. You can just... There's no traffic. Now, on a series like this, it's a bit unrealistic. But on Truckers MP, there's no traffic to have to deal with.
Go straight.
Your only other traffic is other drivers. And to be fair, I spend a lot of time doing like Turkey to like Norway's and Sweden, Scandinavia, that was the one. And yeah, most Truckers MP drivers don't go them kind of roads. road. We never did get the recruitment centre here. If we do, we're turning left in Prague and at this roundabout and unlocking it, but I'm too pushed for time now. Probably the exact same thing that last time.
Take the second exit.
I bet we were too pushed for time. That's why we didn't get it.
Exit now.
I already am. Speed camera. Okay, speed camera. I don't know where said speed camera is. Apparently there is a speed camera around here somewhere. There it is. On the lamppost. Right, up to the floor, let's go. Speed and power. Oh, what? I watched the Grand Tour last night. Only watched the specials. I've kind of just been talking about them when we've been doing trucking. I watched the Madagascar one last night. I love that one. Richard Hammond completely destroyed a Focus RS. Back suspension collapsed.
And then exit right.
Fantastic episode, that one. I think tonight we've got a Scandi flick.
Right.
There's a couple we won't watch because we don't like them. Like, I don't know if you remember, like on the Grand Tour, there was they did a tour like in Scotland in big American cars. We don't like that one. Boring. But we know why they did it. It was because of COVID. They did what they could, and I appreciate that. It was just one of their most boring episodes. But yeah, so we're gonna watch the Scandi flick one tonight. Oh, we do like that one. I say tonight. Just thinking it won't be tonight. The Canadian Grand Prix is on tonight, and that's on quite late. 11 o'clock? No, I suppose it might. We might watch it tonight after. We'll either watch it before Grand Prix or we'll watch it after. But when I finish recording this, I've got to record the other half of my farming roleplay video, and then I have to go outside and cut the grass. Although it's quite muggy today. It's not like, it's still hot, but it's like there's like a sea mist in the air today. Kinda a bit muggy. But yeah, it's not the best. But I still need to cut the grass. I cut the grass once a week. I bought a new lawnmower. I need to make the most out of it before we buy a house without a garden. Because we are not buying a house with a garden anymore. My youngest kid is 13 this year. Alright, he does play in the back garden plays football a bit. But he only does it when his elder brother will go out and try and play. So I say, both my boys have got special needs, so... And he's more of a, I just want to sit on my bed and watch videos all day. And he's also 18. I didn't realise that. Yeah, police car, have that. Middle finger. Oh, we're raining. It's raining. But yeah, so he doesn't really. And like I say, he's 18 now, but he's not mentally 18. That's the thing. Probably on par with his little brother, to be fair. He's more of the. Even though I've often described like autism as like a scale, you know, like a ruler. It's not remotely like a ruler. It's like a circle. You know what I mean? And you can be at different points on it and things like that. And no two kids ever the same. But I always call it like a ruler. Most people understand it more as like when you try and explain it as a ruler. Sorry guys, I thought cruise control was on. Jesus Christ, cruise control was not on. There's me just chatting away about autism and stuff, and yeah, it's not even remotely on cruise control, and we're losing all our speed. But yeah, I've always described it as a ruler because it's an easier way for people who don't understand to try and get them to understand how, you know, autism isn't just one thing, you know what I mean? But it's amazing how many people don't understand. mile an hour. We're doing 54. We cannot go any quicker. We do need to find somewhere to rest. So the next sleep point, guys, we're going to have to rest. It'll most likely get rid of the rain as well. Oh, there was a sleep point coming up. There is parking and food and fuel. Well, we need parking and we need fuel. And in real life, I need food. I'm actually really hungry this morning. I don't normally eat when I get up in the morning. Breakfast's not something I do. We're gonna have a big chunk missing in the road. We need to turn off.
Never mind.
Let's go in here.
I'll find a new route.
Come on. We'll find a new route. Well, it's hard. It's not going to take you much to find a new route, is it, love? Come on, red car. Right, let's get this fuel in here. It's not going to need much fuel, but we're here. We might as well take it. Really? You literally just drove through a petrol station and I would have got fined for that. I'm hoping we can just squeeze in here. Let's do that. E. Yes, we can rest here. I told you guys it's going to be middle at night. I did say it was going to be the night. And get out of there. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. Maybe shouldn't have pulled quite so close to that car. Right, hopefully the wipers will turn themselves off. I do believe they're on automatic mode. It should be okay in a minute. Yeah, we've done a lot of night deliveries at the moment, but there's not much we can do about them. We are about to hit the German border though, so that's handy. Oh look, somewhere else to rest. We could have rested in Germany. These wipers are on automatic and yet they're still going. There's no rain. I've turned them off. I'm not listening to them. I can understand if it was raining. Bavaria. 130 miles to try and get delivered. 50-mile-an-hour road. On a new road that we've not been on, so that's handy. So we're unlocking a little bit more of the road system. It would be nice to get 100%, but can you imagine trying to get every little nook and cranny? Like how many times you go around the roundabout and it leaves a tiny little bit on like an exit or an entry to a roundabout, and it's like, yeah. I think if you hit a roundabout, you should just unlock the whole roundabout. Personally, I've always said that though for years. What have we got here? 115 miles to go. That's at least another 10-15 minutes. It is at this speed.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Okay, why do I feel like he's gonna play silly buggers?
Exit right.
I am. Come on,
Go
Laurie.
straight on.
Come on, Laurie. You don't need to brake. You weren't going fast enough to brake. And now I've lost all momentum. I think this is going to put me back on the motorway. It does this. Technically, this is the shortest way. You save a little bit because the roads, it's like the inside lane's always the best. Yeah, we're going to rejoin the motorway. Could have stayed on the motorway. But the one time I didn't do it on a live stream, I actually had to take the exit. There we go. 54 miles per hour. Give me 1 second, guys.
right, and then exit right. Exit right.
Sorry, just blowing my nose.
Go straight on.
Like if I'd have gone straight on then, I'd have missed me, junction. Salzburg Junction. There we go. I tell you what, we could maybe buy a garage in Munich. Now I know we already have one in Germany. We've got 334 grand, guys, and we're going to buy a cheaper DAF, I think. I don't know. Are we going to buy a cheaper DAF? Go on. Left. I'd love to maybe one day try and do a journey where we sit without a sat-nav and we try and use the road signs. So like, for example, we take a look at the world map. Say we just go from Munich to Berlin, for example. And what we do is we look at the towns in between, so we have to follow the roads. Do you know something? That might be a really interesting episode, but it wouldn't be a very big job. It would have to be a small job in case we proper cocked it up. Can you imagine turning the sat-nav off? I actually think that'd be a really good idea. £20 grand for this job. £20,000. Sorry guys, I keep forgetting to change gear today. Nope, that's not a lane we want to be changing to. We're trying to be on the inside lane to give all the traffic chance to go past. Munich, 147 kilometres. Slow down here. Come on, Matt, slow down. We're only going to get fined by the German police. Nino, Nino. Right. So we've got 54 miles to go. I do like being on the motorways at night, just casually keeping your speed up a little bit. We're going to lose speed here though. I keep foot to the floor, but not going to help much. Lost 5 mile an hour, 6 mile an hour. You know it's bad when you're going to be overtaken by another lorry or he's decided against it. Try and get to the top of here. Good level back out now. There we go. Yeah, not much left to go journey wise. We are on the way. It's mental actually, because I could probably get the files uploaded even quicker if I didn't edit them. But when I go into edit on these trucking videos, all I do is I load up DaVinci Resolve, I bring in the video, and I put my little intro on the front for the first 3 or 4 seconds. The only downside is when DaVinci exports it, because it has to redo everything, it makes the file size nearly twice as big. And sometimes that just doesn't help. Like yesterday's trucking video, for example, was 11 gigabytes. Oh, we're near Munich because that's the football stadium. That's home of Bayern Munich football stadium. Yes. Okay, I want a screenshot of that.
Keep left.
Yes. I love football. Literally love football. I'm gutted at the moment there's no football, although my local team's new kit came out yesterday. We have new shirt makers and our shirts are now made by Adidas, so that just shows we've gone up in the world. Yeah, looking forward to the next season. I'm not going to get to as many games though next season. Devastating. Just life's getting in the way now. Life is getting in the way. It's telling us to change lane. Yeah, we're going to be turning off in it. Yes, we are. We are turning off in a minute. Oh, look at that. I'm sorry, guys, but just look at it. Just look at it. Oh. One stadium I would love to go and visit in real life.
Keep right.
Say keep right, but do I need to be keeping right or no? I was in the good lane. It said keep right, so I went to, you know, change. Wow, look at this. Munich. Been to Munich before, I've just never been to the stadium. It's a lovely city. I think it's like everywhere though. Most cities are nice. You've just got, are we saying not so nice bits? Wow, as if you've just done me on the inside lane. Can I go on that inside lane? I am. I'm not. Oh, really? I go on the inside lane and then you decide that you... Yes. Yeah. Hang on a minute. He does the exact same thing. The traffic waits for him. I do it, you drive into me, and I get fined. You absolute tool. Woosa. Woosa. Not cool at all in the slightest. Right, there will be a dealership in Munich. Let's go find out what dealership is in Munich. I think we can get away with this lane. I think. Yes. 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 I'm going to Netto.
Keep left and then turn left.
Oh, we're not going to Netto. We're going to FedEx after Netto. My bad. Right. I won't do any fancy parking today because we're a bit on the time. I want to go and see what the dealership is on the recording, guys. So yeah, I just want to go and see what dealership is in Munich. I can never remember. Like I say, Dory brain. Right, so I've done that now. Let me just look on here. There will be... I want to go and unlock that. No. I want to unlock that and do that. So we'll do the... We'll quickly go... Come on, get in gear. There we go. Where's the way out? Where's the way out? Oh, right there. Oh, that's a bit of an annoying turn. Has Munich been rebuilt in Pro Mods? Because I don't remember Germany being this nice on the base game.
And then turn right.
I genuinely don't remember Germany being this nice on the base game.
Turn right. Keep right and then turn right.
Oh, shush, woman. Yeah, I know this is kind of taking our video over time, but I just want to go and unlock what... go and see what that dealership is. It might be something we buy, you see, guys. And if it's something we buy, I'll buy off recording. And then in the next episode, we'd have a new truck. KFC. I can hear a helicopter somewhere. Like I say, I don't want to get rid of this truck. This truck has been absolutely fantastic. It's been amazing. Don't even think about changing lane, you little loser. I've already been crashed into. That wasn't my fault. I literally followed the AI traffic.
Make a U-turn when possible.
That one was my fault. I swung out for... I swung out too much. Let me just fly around there. Let's go there. Like I say, it's just to unlock that. Beautifully done. That car's still at that light. Yeah, had a little accident.
And then turn left.
Had a little boo-boo. Little boo-boo. Little boo-boo.
Turn left.
Turn left. I am. Come on, let's keep this foot down. Gotta get done for speeding in a minute.
Keep right, and then turn right.
Although apparently we're in a 50-mile-an-hour road. How is this 50 mile an hour?
Right.
Just out of curiosity. How is this 50 mile an hour? Why do I feel we're going the wrong way? No, just Munich's that big now on the map. Fair enough. Fair enough. But at the repair shop we can sleep, so nice to go there anyway. We don't want to take this exit, we want the next one. Oh, apparently this is 43-mile-an-hour road. We best slow down before an imaginary police car spawns behind us and gives us a ticket. Which is bound to happen, because it's me. Please be the dealership that I actually need. That's all I'm gonna say. Please be a dealer.
Left, and then turn left.
Please be a dealership I actually need. I'm gonna go and do the recruitment center first, guys, because
turn left.
it's a man dealership. God, I don't need another man dealership. I need Volvo. I need Scania. I need DAF. You know what I mean? I get this the spread out, but I just seem to be getting Renault and Mans lately. We've done man trucks. We don't need another one just yet. Oh, gutting. I've come all this way to this dealership for literally... Whoa. Wasn't paying attention for the junction. Yeah. Well, that sucks, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to leave my truck here then, guys. That was not the dealership we were looking for. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the episode. And until the next one, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you all in the next one.